every 6 months. I have income tax like it ain't nothing. Oh, I'm talking to another bitch in front of your motherfucking girl like it's all copacetic. I don't know that bitch. Do I talk to a nigga like that in front of you? Bedding and shit, get my money? No. You gonna respect me or you gonna get the fuck out my house?
Oh, shit.
I got it bad.
I tell him, motherfucker, bitch, I'm ready to know. So later, I'll leave out these bitches stink. You know these motherfuckers? Ain't nothing to fuck with. And when these bitches don't want to fuck with me, come to my hands on them, motherfucker. I promise you that. The best thing was scared. Nah, they had to jump me, nigga. Be 4 or 5 on at one time. You give a fuck.
Yo, welcome to the New Normal Podcast. Thank y'all for tuning in tonight. Tonight, I got a good one for y'all. We're going to be discussing DJ Envy and his dating issues. You know, he like to talk about everybody else's dating issues. So why not make money off of his? And it's pretty good. If y'all watching on YouTube, make sure y'all subscribe, like, share the video. Y'all give me a thumbs up, please. I'm trying to grow my channel. If you're watching on Facebook, make sure y'all share the video. Y'all say what's up in the comment sections. But today, if y'all have not been paying attention on what's going on, DJ Envy's girlfriend has been trying to say bad stuff about him. But I'm going to go from his YouTube channel and let him tell y'all what he got going on. So let's just hop into it. It's getting late. I want to run through this real quick. Since I got a little time on my hands, I ain't doing nothing else, but let's talk about it. I don't have no timestamp, so we're just gonna run through it.
I ain't gonna go too long. You know what I mean? We're gonna get straight to the meat and potatoes and shit. That's why I cut the intro kind of early. What up, YouTube? What up? And I have multiple other floors. I have 2 offices in here. So like this person just been intrusive too much. If you ever been with a girl, there's certain limits that, you know, and by the way, I've never spoke on these things because, you know, when you in some type of situations and you're dealing with someone that's not a public figure, they're going to ask you like, yo, bro, please, could you not embarrass me? And I'd rather take the blame because I know I signed up for this life. But again, I'm only addressing these things because this person has thrusted everything into the public. So let me give you the context. I've been dealing with somebody that I met over a year ago, a little bit over a year ago, year and a month ago. That's been like just super obsessive. I think they think being in a relationship means they control me. I'm gonna just be flat out and frank. I don't believe that. I believe most of their motive in what they see is mostly opportunity. They're like, okay.
Now, if y'all ain't been paying attention, DJ Akademiks is always on Fresh and Fit telling guys, hey, when you got the money, you control things. When you got the money, you could tell a woman, hey, you my main chick. I can go out here and sleep with other chicks. When you got the money, you could do what you want to do. But now he's telling us that this girl seemed to have so much control over him. And what I tell people is just because you get money don't mean that you have game, you understand women enough to maneuver through all the bull crap that women go through. And they always be against anti-marriage, right? Because they say you need to protect yourself and your money. But if y'all watch this video through its entirety, which you probably will, I ain't got nothing else to do tonight, you'll see that this woman is trying to jeopardize him making money, doing a little malicious stuff behind his back so he can't stream, want him to lay up, wanting him not to take certain trips, certain places because she knows he has girlfriends there. And what they always like to tell us, if you have the money, you can go and tell a woman, hey, you my main, and I got chicks on the side, but he gonna tell us that he been lying to this girl all this time. And, you know, it came to a point where she was, you know, beating up females, fighting them and stuff like that. And it's like, you try to say that you're not a hood dude, you try to stay away from the hood and all these crazy ass chicks, but It seemed like that's what you found. That's what you got. And even though you have a woman that you say is extremely pretty, because I haven't seen her, and I don't know if y'all remember last year the whole incident of him fighting outside of Fresh and Fit. That's the chick that he's talking about. Let me continue to play the video.
I got with this guy. He got a lot of shit. I want to make sure that I'm here and I want to somehow secure me being here and everything else that could be a threat to me being here. So obviously possessiveness come into play. Now, I'm gonna tell you some ways how that should manifest. And by the way, I'm gonna give that has nothing to do with the events today, but it got to give you the backdrop of what I've been dealing with, which I've never shared with y'all. Y'all all know I have a Lamborghini. I have some rear exotic R8. I got another crazy car. I got mad cars. This person putting mad trackers, like some police shit, on all my vehicles, trying to make sure they could clock my whereabouts. And really, to be very fair, she was doing it saying, well, I could know if he's at a hotel with a chick or something like that. Also, I'm gonna give another very broad disclaimer.
So you mean to tell me you got all the money and you still didn't know how to pick the woman who wasn't crazy, who wasn't putting trackers on your cars, who wasn't popping up at hotels and all of this stuff? One thing people gotta acknowledge when it comes to people that give dating advice, there is no such thing as good dating advice. We can go through the list of stuff that we can claim as baggage that we might want to avoid and look out for, that I think people would say is a no-brainer when it comes to dating. But just to give good sound advice on who to date and how to, dodge the dating woes that you'll go through, man, that's rare, few, far in between. We always taking advice from single motherfuckers or people that's trying to get their stuff together. But as we see, just because you got the money does not mean you are a dating guru. Because you can get beautiful women does not mean that you still won't be dealing with Pookie in the hood is dealing with Pookisha in the hood, busting out your windows, fighting chicks, popping up on you unannounced, putting pregnancies over your head. Like, just because you got the bread, bro, don't mean you are impervious to all the bull crap that comes along with women. Let's go.
Disclaimer. I think after I tell a story, I only want you to take one thing away. All right, at least I keep it real. Y'all probably gonna say I'm a piece of shit. And I admit I'm a piece of shit. But I'm gonna give it all. Okay. As I said, I'd rather y'all just be like, damn, you a piece of shit. But some of these things don't justify, you know what I mean? Like, whether you love somebody or whether you're in a relationship with somebody, you can't really take advantage of these things to try to hurt them in a certain way. So anyway, this person put trackers in my car, always trying to get my phone. Like, I got mad computers in here, always trying to sneak into.
If y'all watching this right now, how would y'all feel about if you found out somebody was putting trackers on your car? How would you feel if you found out someone was secretly shared your location? How would you feel if someone synced y'all phone calls so she could get all the phone calls that you get and know who's calling you, or was getting the text message or report from the phone companies? How would y'all feel about if someone said they trust you, they love you, but they did all of this stuff behind your back to check on your whereabouts, where you from, where you're going, who you hanging out with, sneaking in your phone, making fake accounts to see if you'll take the bait on random Instagram models? Tell me how y'all will feel about that.
To some, trying to read my emails, read my mail. Anytime you got a woman that's with you, that's, just kind of all in your business, for whatever reason, it's usually nothing good that's going to come out of it. Also, secondly, and this is where I also take it, I always take blame for this. I usually begin with these chicks, they don't got nothing to do. They wake up in the morning, the house is made, we got maids, we got all type of shit. They got nothing to do than look up and just look at me and say, this is my focus all day, every day.
And that's why I tell y'all, in today's time, a woman needs a job. I don't give a damn. I know, we think that our grandmamas used to do sit at home and take care of kids. Yeah, she had 11, 12 kids to keep her focused, to keep her focus off of you. But now, the average, what they say, the average number of kids a person is having is like 1.3. So one kid is not enough kids to keep her focused on household tasks. So if she does not have a job, she don't have kids, and you let her sit at home in your place, what do you think she's going to do? Her focus is going to be on you unless she has other men around to keep her attention.
Remember what I tell y'all? Idle mind, like, I've been even telling myself this, man. Sometimes these chicks need a job, bro. Idle mind, they don't do nothing but indulge in the devil's playground. So that's my fault though, because that's the chicks I'm choosing, right? Anyway, I'm having a person who's doing all of that. I'm also a person who's, for whatever reason, because I don't know how she gets down normally where she's from, she feels the appropriate way if she sees some infidelity is for her to show up, jump on girls, beat them up. You feel me? Like, there was a situation I was at, like, this is the first time I realized she had a track on my car. I'm at like the Cheesecake Factory just getting drinks. Come out, shorty parked right next to my car. I'm like, oh, damn. Now she see a girl that was with me kind of trailing behind. Bang, bang. Instantly. Krishan Rock shit. I'm like, yo.
And it's crazy he said Krishan Rock, because if y'all ain't been paying attention, he go in on Blueface and Krishan relationship all the time and they dysfunction. And you dealing with the same dysfunction in your house, or the same exact dysfunction. Y'all getting to fighting. You went viral last year before getting to fighting outside of Fresh and Fit. She putting trackers on your cars, popping up on you. This is wild stuff. And this is what I tell people, and I continue to say this. They be trying to act like when you have the money, you control stuff, but ain't nothing more powerful than that vagina.
Trying to talk to her like, yo, they got cameras around here. Like, it's not even the type of shit I want to be on. But, trying to like talk some sense in her type shit. Don't get it. I bet. Go to Miami.
They say he don't like him.
I go there for work. We go to we go to Fresh and Fit this and third. You know what I mean? This person is like insecure. You know what I mean? Miami, let me tell you this. For a lot of y'all women, if y'all have boyfriends, y'all don't even want to, if your boyfriend lit, don't even go to Miami with him. It's going to bring out insecurity in you. All you're going to see is chicks that you think can replace you. Also, women, I want to put this message out there again. I'm a piece of shit. I'm telling you the truth. But I do want to.
That's what I hate. I hate that now he's want to talk about this woman, but now he has to throw himself under the bus so he can still pander to his female audience so they won't feel a ways about the stuff that he's going to tell us that he did to this woman later on in this stream.
Send a message to women. Y'all got to love yourselves. If you think your only existence is trying to keep this individual to be with you, you don't love yourself enough. You gotta know your worth. You could go get like this chick is beautiful, by the way. You go get any type of nigga you want. Like, I'm not the only fish in the sea. And also, if I'm not doing the things that is cool with how our relationship could be, you should be dipping, not trying to force the issue. You feel me? Also, you can't be around me 24/7. I go to Miami, you want to be up under my arm. I'm like, yo, I'm about to go to.
What they tell you when you growing up about relationships? What they told all of us about relationships when growing up? You cannot watch anybody. You cannot be around them 24 hours of the day to make sure they don't do nothing despicable, deplorable, degrading, something that goes against the contracts or the verbal contracts that y'all made to each other, to not cheat or have infidelity, to be monogamous, to be constant in y'all relationship, and be with that person sexually and only that person sexually. You cannot watch a person. You know what I'm saying? You cannot watch a person. I don't care if it's male or female. And sometimes some people get so upset with you watching them, they just be like, you know what, forget it. I'm just gonna do it in your face, because you're not gonna keep watching me. You're not gonna keep making me feel like I'm a child or a little boy, keeping tabs on me. I'm a grown man, woman, or whatever, the terminology is. Birthing. I'm a birthing person nowadays. So, like I said, you can't watch anybody. If you're in a relationship where you feel like you got to be around somebody 24/7 and you can't give them a chance to breathe and space to move because you have to watch them all the time, I don't think that's a relationship nobody should be in. Like I said, dating advice is one thing, but some things is just baggage and a no-brainer.
I'm about to go check with my homies at Fresh and Fit. You want to be up in my arm just because you're like, I don't want you to see another chicken, blah, blah, blah. All right, whatever. Fuck it. Cool. We go to Komodo one night. This is right after I just did some big shit. This is work. I'm going like anytime you see anything announced to me, man, it's multi-million-dollar of deals I'm signing. Like, bro, I gotta eat out here. I'm doing my thing. Like, you know what I mean? I'm one of them people that's the internet creator. I'm trying to pave a way also. I take criticism. I ain't perfect. I keep telling you I'm a piece of shit. I bet. We go there, we're supposed to have a good time, and she getting upset like at very little things, like women coming up to me, women like, yo, oh shit, I remember I met you here. Look at a picture of us that we took. You remember me? She getting mad. I don't think I'm doing nothing wrong. Everybody, by the way, everything I'm saying, all of these public things are backed up by everybody. There's nobody that's in the circles that we roll in that would be like, oh no, Aqua's tripping. Cool. What happened is we go out, a bunch of fresh and fit chicks was hanging with us, girls coming up in my face, blah blah. She get mad, she hit me in the face type of shit. But I'm a dude, I guess she a little drunk. She can't really handle that Migos. You know, I'll be off the Migos.
That's another thing that I don't like. That's a female privilege. People don't talk about this, but DJ Academics says she gets a little drunk and hits me in my face. I guess she can't handle her liquor, whatever he just said. And it's crazy that it's looked at, oh, she just drunk, she's in her feelings, she can't handle her liquor. You know how she gets gone off of that Casamigos or whatnot. So we're just gonna let it slide. That's a female privilege, because if a man did the same thing to a woman, he's deplorable. He's the scum of the earth. He needs to be thrown under the jail. How could you do this to women? Like, no, let's be real. When it comes to abuse, women get away with abusing men a lot more. I used to date this social worker, and she would tell me that yes, most of the time in my cases, I would see that women would be the aggressor. I would walk into a house and see a woman and a man who's obviously been battered. And I said, what happened? And the woman would tell me, you know, well, I punched him in the face. And she would say, well, sir, do you want to report this? And the dude would just be sitting there like, no, I'm not going to report it. Woo, woo. And it's like, now they have a whole show called Snapped, right? Snapped. So why are we trying to act like women aren't abusive? That is a female privilege that women have. They're able to do violent stuff to men and nobody bats an eye, and you're supposed to take it because you're a man. You're supposed to be bigger, badder, stronger, or whatever, and be able to absorb those hits more. But let's be clear, a woman pushes the whole baby out of her vagina, and if you haven't seen that, trust me, if she can do that, she could take a beat.
Type regular, so I'm not even type whatever. Like, yo, why all these girls in your face? I'm like, yo, you know, these are fans. I don't know these chicks. They're fans. They want pictures. Like, they probably see me as a meme. I don't know what they want. They want pictures. Cool. She all in my face. Obviously, it's a girl. It's in your public. You can't really do nothing, right? So you can raise your voice, but you can't do nothing. One of the girls that was with the other crowd, well, not with the other crowd. They came with us, but they play security for like Fresh and Fit. They see how the chick wilding on me. Remember, you can't put your hands on nobody, especially a woman. One of them chicks haul off.
See what I tell you? You can't put your hands on a woman, on nobody, especially a woman. The thing is, that's false. That's a fallacy. Because I was always taught about older women that if a woman steps into a man place, you treat her like a man. So she put on the man britches and punch you in the face. You supposed to dog walk that hoe. And I know a lot of people say, well, I'm just gonna choke her, I'm gonna restrain her, I'm a man. I'm trying. No, this is the moment where you have to teach her a life lesson. Just because you are a woman and I'm a man, you should have some cognitive ability at that moment, even if you're mad or upset, to understand this is a man, he's stronger than me. One of my punches, one of his punches would take maybe 5 or 6 of my punches together to equal the same damage. That's just common sense. Nobody goes into the woods and slap a bear. You know why they never do that? Because a bear is bigger, stronger, more ferocious when attacked, and it's just common sense. We try to act like women are so smart and so educated, but when it comes to those emotions, that's when we give them so many passes. That is a female privilege.
And hit her. That's where you see that viral moment. I'm trying to get in the middle of it, like, yo, chill out. Like, I get it. I don't really agree that nobody should be ever putting their hands on her, but like, still, like, you realize if you're not acting out like this, it don't happen. Anyway, it go beyond that. Cool. And I think it kind of get to like, you know, more of the relevant shit now. Now I'm gonna tell y'all some shit that's gonna alarm you, but I'm gonna keep it a beam. You feel me? All right. So today, what led to the whole thing is that we ain't been seen eye to eye. I've been trying to sleep in other rooms. I let her keep the master. I'm like, I'm about to just go. I just streamed. I played Fortnite after it. I'm like,
Not you, the high value man, giving up your room in your house that you worked for a woman that y'all are not seeing eye to eye, that you could just kick out. You could just kick her out.
I'm about to just kick it in one of my other rooms. Nah, she want to like come cuddle up and shit like that. I'm like, man, we beefing, man. I ain't really on that type shit, right? So we just haven't been seeing eye to eye. Today I'm about to go do an interview. I did an interview with Vlad. She want to come. I'm like, nah, I'm gonna be honest with you. I just don't want to travel with you right now. Somehow she got access to my Ring camera. She see like me with a chick at my spot.
Fair use.
And that's when she did the Discord shit. But I got to rewind to how we got to that. Early in the day, right? And again, there's a lot to be told. Shit. It's a lot to be told. So she tell me her brother is in town. And her brother wanted to come to my headquarters. I'm like, I don't even want you there. I don't want him there. Then she tell me, if you don't know, y'all been know my mom here. My mom here, my brother here. My brother's painting a room for me right now. I'm like, yo, I was gonna pay somebody, but my brother be doing handyman shit because he owned an apartment. Like, well, like he owned a house and an apartment shit. So like he be doing all that shit getting his bread. So I'm like, yo, I'm not gonna pay a stranger. I'm gonna just have my brother do it and pay him. So he been here, my mom here. We all kicking it. Now I also got to add a little bit, and the story gonna sound all over the place. When I met her last January, I ain't gonna lie, I did fuck up. I remember bringing her to my house, like she sized me up. I could tell. She was just like, nigga, you live here alone? No kids? Nigga. And it was just like, you ever seen the memes? It was like dollar.
And let's be clear. The reason that he did that is because he brought her to his house, because that the reaction that she gave you is the reason that you do it for. Let's not act like niggas wasn't putting rims on their cars so you can go outside and parking lot pimp and women get to see what kind of whip you in, or pulling a girl up to your crib and you got a nice house and it's decked out, and just like I say, just a dude it was a point in my life where if you just had a car, just a car, it ain't got to be nothing fancy, it ain't got to be decked out, no sound. If you just had a car at age like 16, 17, that was going to guarantee you getting some type of vagina, because you have a way to get to the vagina more than somebody who doesn't. Now just add, you getting older, you're getting money, you're starting to get into your man frame. Let's say you've been working out and keeping your body tight. Now you got your own place. Now you got a car and your own place. When a lot of dudes, we hear all the time on social media where women be asking why we can't come to dudes' places, or why so many dudes still stay with their parents or their mamas and stuff like that. Well, the issue is, the thing is, if you have all of that in place, then that means something to women, because a lot of dudes don't have their own place.
Size like, nigga, she ain't left since. Swear. Bet. Cool. I ain't saying nothing. And by the way, now I was fucking with her, so I don't want to act like I was never fucking with her. I'm just talking. I'm showing you how the behavior just kind of got from bad to worse type shit. All right, so remember, I ain't rocking with her recently. By the way, here's another thing. Remember last night? Last night I'm streaming, my shit going crazy. Bro, come to find out, bro, she came in here and she was plugging out my internet. I didn't know it was her. Like,
and see, now you're trying to stream the thing that makes you money, and you have a woman inside your house unplugging the Wi-Fi boxes. So you have a horrible screen, or do something to where you might have to call somebody out to repair it so you can make more money. When people start messing with your lifeline, it's time for them to go. And we can't act like money is not a lifeline. Money is what gives you a place to reside in, or a domicile, or a house, or it gives you money access to go buy a vehicle so you can get to and fro. It gives you access to go to grocery stores or call Instacart or Shipt to get you food so you can eat. Money puts clothing on your back. Money pays for your children if you have kids. Money does a lot of stuff. Money is a lifeline, and money is needed to sustain yourself. So if you have somebody that's out there who's trying to do something to sabotage you from making money, what is that saying? They care nothing about you.
She's in a different part of the house plugging the shit out. I guess she wanted to argue. You know when a woman wants to argue with you, she don't even understand the concept that I'm doing work. Bro, like, you think this house and all them cars and all them Louis V shit that I be buying, like, nigga, you think all these millions, I gotta work. Like, I'm a workaholic. Nigga, she playing little stupid games. You wake up, got nothing to do all day. All you doing is stalking me to see if I'm smashing other girls. And then now I get to the part where I gotta work for the night. You plugging my internet. What's up? Again, I didn't realize that till today because I'm like, what happened? Then I realized I looked on my camera and she plugging shit out because she want to argue. So that's why I went last night, man. I'm lit after the stream. I play a little Fortnite and I'm going to sleep. She mad because she want to argue with me. What she want to argue about? She been saying that me and my family are bullying her in here. Now, a lot of this info going to be like really personal, but I got to give this info because she's brought it to light and it's making, I don't want nobody to misconstrue what's actually happening and think something else. All right. Where should I start? So we're arguing.
You know this is serious because it's looked like he looking at a notepad because he's written down his thoughts on what he wants to say about this situation, and he's probably trying to be meticulous as possible so it won't be any backlash or people feel a certain type of way about the story that he's going to tell us. And of course he's going to try to put it in a way that's more favorable to him to make her seem like she's the crazy one. But like I said, is it she's crazy, or does she have control? Does she have power in this relationship? Or is that cootie pop that good that a guy like DJ Akademiks, who I always talk about high value man and getting other women, still have to deal with this chick? Is that cootie pop that good? Y'all let me know. Y'all think that cootie pop that good for him to be dealing with the stuff that he's going through?
Arguing because 2 days ago, at 6 o'clock, we weren't really beefing then. At 6 o'clock, I wake up, and when I wake up, hold on. All right. When I wake up at 6 o'clock, there's policemen at my door. All right, there's policemen at my door. What the hell? My mama answered the door and come get me. Like, yo, wake up, son. There's police. 6 o'clock. Bet I go to talk to the police. I'm like, yo, what's up? Why y'all here? 6 o'clock. The police gonna look at me and say, yo, we got a call. She said, is there a young lady in the house named blah, blah, blah? I said, yeah, what's the problem? She told my girl. You told my girl. My ex, whatever. He said, well, we got a call from her mama saying last night she took a pill and she ain't been responding to her since.
Anytime police is called to a house, your house where you reside at, and anything domestic wise, that should be grounds for termination. Like I said, we don't have to give dating advice. We could just give red flags and things we can just all agree on. Like kids, that's baggage. If she's been molested or he's been molested, that might be a red flag. If they have anger issues, red flag. Somebody that might have been grown up in a single mother led household and the mother is controlling of the children, red flag. If they're violent, red flag. If they believe in calling the police, red flag. If they believe in tormenting you, or fighting you, or sabotaging your streams, or the way you eat and feed your family, those are just red flags. And I think we can all agree those should not be tolerated in a relationship. But I think so many people believe that dysfunction is part of relationships when they don't have to be.
I'm looking at a cop, like, first of all, like, I don't even want no cop showing up to my house randomly unless I called them. You know what I mean? Like, I ain't anti-police, but I don't want no, I want no random police just showing up. So I'm looking up. So I go up, I wake her up, I say, yo, go talk to because the police basically said, we want to make sure she's all right. So wellness check. I said, all right, yo, could you go talk to the cops? Anyway, she talks to the police. And I have to get into some personal stuff. I'm warning y'all. And our argument started because I told her, yo, She's a mixed girl. I'm black. Her mama white. I say your mama white calling cops to pop up at my house.
I'm gonna say something. A lot of them mixed chicks do not be stable in the head. They do not be stable in the head. I repeat, a lot of mixed chicks. I don't care what the nationality is of what they mix with, but the ones that are black and white, those especially aren't stable in the head.
And making it sound like you're either about to commit suicide or something, bro. They coming in here thinking I'm on some shit. You can't have your mama who don't live in the state sending random cops to my house at 6 o'clock. If your mama thinks she could get access to you on the phone at 6 a.m., bro, this is crazy. So this is gonna go into, and this is why I'm kind of scatterbrained a little bit, but I'm gonna make it make sense. In reality, bro,
This chick got him flustered this bad. Not DJ Akademiks, the multi-million-dollar high-value male that I can have any chick I want and do what I want, and you letting this chick go around here for the last 8 months, I want to say 6 to 8 months, run rush hour over you and fight and have bad publicity and almost ruin your Rumble deals and stuff like that. No, not you.
ever since I met her a year ago, bro, she don't go see her family. She's just been under my arm. She don't want me to, like, in her thing, she's like, yo, I got to make sure this nigga not fucking no other girls. I got to make sure nobody replaces me. I got to make sure whatever. So she ain't going to see her mom. If she asks me like, yo, you want to go down there? They having like a birthday party for somebody. You want to go with me? I'll be like, that's your family. You go. If I say no, she not going. So she not kicking with her family, period. So again, when me and her start arguing after the cops came, I said, you know why your mama is calling the cops, right? To my house. I said, first of all, I don't want no white woman calling the cops to my house randomly. Like, bro, police running into a black man in this neighborhood. Like, granted, they all know me now, but still, like, come on, bro. Like, stop. I'm saying to her, I'm like, yo, the reason why your mama's doing that is because you don't spend no time with her. I said, look at my mom. She been here staying for 2 weeks. My mom here making oxtail, cleaning the house, walking my dogs. She's over here. They're watching the game right now upstairs. My family know I'm busy. I can't really go to their house. So they come to me. Well, you got to spend family time. She don't want to spend no family time. You know why? She's like, as soon as I leave, or by the way, she'll do this. If she leaves, she don't want to tell when she coming back, because she's like, I know you're gonna fly a girl out, and like I got to keep you off your toes. I'm like, come on, like what type of childish shit are you on with that?
You dating her. You're dating her. And if she's extremely pretty, she's probably been crazy all her life, because when women understand that they are fine, they know that looks and beauty get them a lot further in life than actually picking up a book and reading it. If you look at most of the women who have extremely high IQs, they're not attractive. Okay, like if you just look at the women who are extremely attractive, extremely attractive, they don't typically have high IQs when you go and research who has the highest IQs with women, or the women who work really, really hard to amass billions of dollars aren't typically cute. Typically cute. I said typically, because I know y'all are gonna run with the Rihanna's a billionaire, and I'm like, ugh, I don't even think Rihanna's that attractive personally. I feel like you could see a Rihanna in every hood. But I think it's because she's famous. But people always think Rihanna's is attractive. I don't see it. Y'all might say Kim Kardashian. Of course, Kim Kardashian is famous because of a sex tape, and we know sex sells. But the ones that actually build businesses and become billionaires, they're not attractive. You can go look this up. I'm willing to bet money because I did this before.
Like, you think you could like for all women who listen to me, you'll never stop a man from cheating if you want to do that. I'm not saying I'm cool with cheating or nothing, but if a man wants to be intimate with other women, you can never stop it. That's just reality. I'm telling you how to protect your own peace. All right, so bet. So I'm telling her, I said, yo, you should spend some time with your mom. I said, look, my mom been here. I said, I think what you should do is go spend a week with your mom, man. Like, make her feel good, man. Like, make your mom, like, bro, like, you're in your early 20s. You moved out to just come live with a nigga. You know what I believe her mom is thinking? Yo, this nigga in his 30s just won't let my daughter come back home to even see me. Like, they grew you their whole life. So I'm telling her, go. She ain't trying to go. So anyway, I said that to.
If y'all watching right now, can y'all please give me a thumbs up? Can you please like the video? I'm trying to grow my pages on all social media platforms. If you can you please like the video and share the video? It would be greatly appreciated. Thank you, guys.
To her that my mom said. So I told my mom, I said, Mom, she won't listen to me. Because if I tell her to spend some time with her own mother, you know what she says? You about to go fuck some bitches. So she ain't going. So I said, Mom, could you tell her that if a parent is calling, right, is calling the police to go do wellness checks, maybe you should probably communicate with that parent a little bit more. She said, my mom is bullying her now. Whatever. Anyway, I got to go back a little further. And this is where some character issues, by the way, there's always been red flags, but character issues start to present themselves. Now, trigger warning for everybody, and I'm trying to make sure I sound sensitive with this, but I'm also, this is my life, and I always allow it to be for public consumption. So I don't care that much, but I want to protect also her. And by the way, as I told y'all, I got a restraining order again.
Man, all the stuff that he's going to say that they went through and probably still going to go through, I'm not protecting nobody that's done this. And it seems as if men still try to protect the women also, so they won't look like they got punked or they got controlled in a relationship, so they won't look bad in the public eye, so their homeboys won't make fun of them and be like, oh, you remember that crazy bitch that you used to talk to, whoop the whoop and all this. So men still be trying to protect the women that they date, but women, they don't do the same thing for men. They always out here being outlandish, putting your business out there. You know, when you break up, now you got a small Peter Whacker, or your sex ain't that good, or you're broke, or your breath stink, or you pee in the bed. You know, they always saying some wild stuff when they hurt and they and enraged. And we give women a pass to do such things because of emotion. And I don't think we should give women a pass because they're enraged or emotional beings, because let them tell it. Their emotions don't lead them to act irrational when we have these conversations, or when you watch panels on podcasts and stuff like that. Their emotions don't lead them. Their men are just as emotional as women are. And if that's the case, then why don't men get the same grace that women have or get if they do the same actions
Against her, like, I did everything in my possible to make sure she ain't get locked up. I ain't trying to put her in jail, nothing like that. I'm just tired of the bullshit. You feel me? You can't force yourself on me. You can't, like, I've given her many options. Yo, I help you move on to another situation that you could live somewhere else. She's like, nah, if I'm leaving here, you got to get an eviction notice. The law in Jersey goes, and I'm gonna give a tip to anybody who lives potentially with a woman. If a woman get mail at your crib, and by the way, y'all gonna start realizing a lot of stuff I talk about has been hinting towards what's going on with me. I just never said it because I'm protecting her. A chick received mail at your crib, bro, you got to go to the courts to get her out if she don't want to get out. So if like, when you have a chick saying, nah, I live here now, I ain't leaving. I've told him, like, yo, bro, like, you got your whole family.
See, and these are the things that I don't understand, why so many people tell you, hey, you should not get married, but it's so many laws still in place that still prevent you from moving and doing the things that you want to do. I don't understand, because let me tell y'all something. I watch DJ Academics enough to know that he knows that letting a woman stay in his apartment or his house for an extended period of time means that there has to be proper proceedings or proper ways to get this person evicted. You just can't kick them out because of the law. So why would you let somebody come and stay in your place when y'all ain't that serious and y'all ain't been talking that long?
Another place, we not together, we beefing. Like, why you want to stay at the house? Nah, I'm not leaving. You know what she said? I had my mom come over to talk to her. You know what she said? Yo, well, me and him argue all the time, but we always get back together. We love each other. And I'm like, now, granted, I'm gonna be also honest. I ain't gonna lie to you. I've also told her to get out before, and then I ain't gonna lie, she ain't get out, and shit. Man, lonely nights, whatever. I'm not calling no lonely nights. I ain't trying to make it look like that way. Because I rocked heavy with her. I just can't rock with the crazy shit. I can't rock with the crazy shit. So I ain't gonna like try to play her at all. We did eventually got cool time and time again. But again, that's why I'm taking blame. I allowed this bad behavior to get to now. I bet.
Did you allow the bad behavior to get there? Or you couldn't control the bad behavior? Or did she control the relationship, which foster an environment for her to behave that way? Did you not rule with an iron fist? Or was you lackadaisical and just, vagina whipped to let a woman do whatever she wanted to do when she was living with you, when y'all were in a relationship, letting her put trackers on your cars and then beating up women and stuff like that in front of you, and you allowed this and continue to stay with this woman?
One time, and now I'm gonna fill in a gap, but I'm gonna start from the beginning. One time, we were beefing. One time. Mad crazy beef. We ain't really talk to each other. I'm cool with the side. Like I love, like, man, I work all day. I love streaming. I play my Fortnite, man. I don't need to be talking to a chick all day. You feel me? I think she's been wanting to play like, house and all that type of stuff, which is cool. But like I've repeatedly told her. Now, let me also, because I know there's some women in here. This is where y'all need to. I know I said I'm not shit. But let me add this in. I did meet her in January. In September, I just kind of realized how the situation was. I said, I think we should separate because, I like in reality, most niggas be cheating, but like they ain't gonna get caught. I ain't gonna lie, this chick better than FBI. She would have found like, yo.
My thing is, why are you lying to her? If you say you got the power, you got the money, you own the cars, you own the house, why lie? Y'all keep telling us that women would be happy to get on y'all program, and you could just tell them, hey, I'm going to be sleeping with the other women. But it still seems like you guys are out here, the people that say they are the high value men, are still moving like the niggas, the broke niggas, the pookas in the hoods, the nigga the niggas that's getting they windows busted out and seeing women fight over them and having paternity issues and pregnancy scares and stuff like that. Plan B issues that she playing with the plan B, and now she wants the 340 abortion, and she don't go get that because she went to Rainbow and bought her some new clothes so she can go to the club with her homegirls.
She would have found motherfucking Bin Laden in like 30 seconds, my nigga. She got everything, my nigga. So I told her, I said, listen, I think we should end this relationship. And
when he talks about this, you can hear it in his voice. Niggas always love crazy women. I don't know what it is. I think crazy women is like equivalent to a sports car. Like, we'd all probably been in the Camry, your Toyotas, your Kias, your Genesis, and all that type of stuff. But it ain't nothing like getting a sports car. It's fast, it's dangerous, it's sleek, it's stylish, it turns heads when you're in it. You pull up to the red light and you get head nods from certain people, because women that are like this, that are crazy and fine, are just like sports cars. They handle rough around the curbs and stuff like that. But men seem to want to test drive them, and a lot of men ain't built or ready to handle that type of horsepower.
separate, because if we stay together, I'm gonna be honest, this is the only way it could work. I'm probably gonna be like messing with a chick from time to time. Now, you my main girl. I broke it down to her like that. I ain't gonna lie. That's, by the way, last time when I tell NLE type of shit, that shit was mad mirroring what happened with me. But like, I don't like no chick going online and doing some weird shit. Like, we ain't about to play. I don't get paid for that shit. Like, y'all need to go on Zeus. I ain't going on no Zeus. So, you know what I mean? And also, you can't start, NLE Chop is a rapper. Like, when it come to me, chicks trying to threaten shit because they're trying to almost end your livelihood too. So I told her that. I said, listen, this is the only way we can continue. I said, if you gonna be playing dick police And if I fuck a chick, I ain't saying I'm just trying to fuck every chick. Actually, I give her an option. I ain't gonna lie to you. I said, bro, for the last 2 years, I've been really just doing my thing. And this is TMI, but I'm gonna keep it all the way on. I don't care how y'all niggas judge me. I say, if we not doing threesomes a decent regular time, because that's what I've been doing for the last 2 years of my life with any girl who I met, I'm probably just gonna do my thing on the side.
So if you like threesomes and you've been getting in doing threesomes this much for the last 2 years, why do you get into a relationship? Why do you let a woman come stay with you? Why haven't you propositioned this woman to do threesomes with you before y'all became serious and you let her move in? Why, after her finding you talking to other women, cheating on her, her popping up at Cheesecake Factory, do you now want to tell her, hey, we need to do threesomes? Did she sign up for that before? And see, this is the issue that a lot of men run into, because men play themselves. Men think that they can get into these relationships and do X, Y, and Z like they haven't been doing something else prior to meeting a woman, instead of being brave and bold and courageous like you need to be to tell the woman, hey, I don't know if I could be monogamous, and I like to have sex with other women. If you're cool with it, maybe, just maybe, we'll get along very well. But men that aren't, like I said, so many men aren't used to getting vagina, and they don't have an abundance mindset that there's other women out here that will go along with this program. I know for a fact. I just don't understand why a DJ Academics, the high value man, the multi-million dollar signing contract slaying man, would get in a situation where he's on, like he said, a Zeus network type of relationship.
But not try to be disrespectful, but that's what I'm gonna do. Now, I said, I don't want you to agree to any one of those. I'm giving you the chance to leave. Like, you could just, this is time for you to leave, because I don't want to lie to you no more. I want everything up front. She's not leaving. She's not trying to leave. So she said, let me think about it. She takes a week and thinks about it. A week. She says, okay, I agree that we could do this. But I don't want you to smash chicks behind my back. I ain't gonna lie. Truth be told, we did a threesome. That shit, like, she hated that bitch in 20 seconds, nigga. Like, she been threatening to kill that chick in her. You know what I mean? And then that's what she be doing the most, because she be like taking videos and trying to send, like, you can't be sending nude videos or sexual videos of women like that. Like, you tweaking. Anyway, so that's been the nature of our relationship, right? Since September. Cool. We had a bad fight probably about a month ago. Not fight mean like, yo, we just not fucking with each other. You know what I mean? Like, we arguing. There's no good times. Shorty going, then again, I told you, bro, I ain't capping, like, I don't, or I didn't have a lot of feelings for her. We made up. We had makeup sex. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not in her. Real talk. After,
Hey, can we talk about makeup sex for a minute, and how you have, so, like, when it comes to makeup sex, women go into desperation mode, right? Because they don't want you to leave. And that vagina just hits so much different when they're in desperation mode. The way they, suck your Peter Whacker with the veracity of, baby, I never do it again. You're my king. Don't you ever go anywhere. Like, that's the type of energy they give you when it's makeup sex. When you're mad, you have that energy, and you have that, that ferociousness behind every stroke, because now you're trying to kill this bitch, but you can't really hit her. So you're trying to take the pain out on her through your Peter Whacker and stuff like that. Like, makeup sex is great. It's a different type of energy. And I think a lot of babies are conceived out of makeup sex too. Just what he's talking about. Because when you're having makeup sex and you're having sex like that, and everybody's open, and so much energy, and it takes energy to create a life. And I think that makeup sex energy helps, push that sperm a little bit further.
did that happen? Like, it's how makeup sex be like. Makeup sex be lit for no reason. You know what I mean? And that's why sometimes men like me stay in toxic relationships, because I ain't gonna lie. Makeup sex be having the pussy feel like new shit. I ain't even gonna hold you. Anyway, I'm not in there, whatever. I basically went and got a plan B. I gave her the plan B. And this is where, there's a million instances of manipulativeness happening. This is where the bullshit ramped up a level. I gave her the plan B, whatever. Everything is cool. We're back cool again for a week. At the end of a week, we start arguing. Every time we argue, I give her the option. I said, this is my house. I bought it cash. You came from wherever you came. You could go back. I'm just giving you the option. You could leave. I always tell women, you could leave. I ain't holding nobody against they will. She then drops the bomb on me. She says, why would I leave? I'm like, oh my God, this again? She says, why would I leave when I'm about to be pregnant? What do you mean you about to be pregnant? She sends me a picture of the plan B I gave her on the bed.
Yeah, this chick is crazy. You know how many men I know that bought women plan Bs and women don't take the plan Bs because they're trying to trap the man or have some type of attachment to that man. And you got to understand, DJ Academics is a big fish in this moment. I don't understand why any woman would want to do something like that unless she's really, really like crazy infatuated with you. So she's gonna do what she has to do. So make sure you stay around. It's not about the baby, it's more about you being around. So we'll see how this plays out.
She ain't never take the plan B. Bro, y'all know the stories I've told y'all. I ain't been through this before. I don't ever should be listening to me and like, oh, I'm gonna do the same thing. Cool. I bet. I'm like, bro, like, yo, what type of shit you really on? Anyway, we start beefing again because I'm like, yo, you lying to me about this? Whatever. We kind of get cool. We kind of forget about it. I'm hoping she like not pregnant or some shit like that. She catches me with another chick. She pops back out. She says, yo, or actually she hit the girl up. She like, yo, you fucking on my man, blah, 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 blah. And you know I'm pregnant. You ain't shit. The girl hit me up like, yo, your girl pregnant? I'm like, because I ain't gonna lie, the other chick definitely knew about her. I ain't gonna lie. I was like, what? She then drops a sonogram on the counter in my kitchen. I'm like, man, this chick is a manipulator and a liar. She probably not even really pregnant. Remember the other story I told you? I'm like, chick was whatever, cool. I bet. Time keep going. I ain't gonna lie. She kind of looking a little bit, I can't tell. She like going back and forth to wherever she came from, but she got mad paperwork and shit coming down. She basically said, yo, we finna have a kid. I said to her, and this is, ladies, if any ladies watching, I told y'all I ain't shit. But I'm gonna be honest, I'm speaking as a man, and I'm speaking as somebody who, listen, I ain't no nigga who wouldn't take care of responsibilities, but you're not gonna finesse me type shit. So when she told me, she's like, yo, I'm definitely pregnant and blah, blah, blah. I said, I think you should get rid of that junk. She said, why? I said, I'm gonna be honest with you. I feel you're finessing me into having a baby with you. She says, how? I said, bro, if I gave you the plan B and you didn't take it and you were manipulative enough for a week later to show me a picture of you not taking it, bro, I'm not even agree. I ain't gonna say I ain't none of you, but like, I ain't agreed to, like, I thought we agreed that we're gonna do the plan B. She was like, well, I knew you was gonna act up and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, back again with the manipulation tactics, using these things, trying to keep me in a situation. Fine.
It doesn't seem like the high value man has a lot of power in this moment. Seems like she holds all the cards in her hand, and if she was smart, she would have went through and had the baby.
So that's what she says. I said, I'm gonna be honest with you. I ain't gonna lie to you. I be ruthless a little bit, but my mind be on some other shit. Women, I ain't shit. I told her, I said, listen, I'm probably not gonna be in a relationship with you if you have this child. And y'all could think that's me coerced. That's what it was. You're not about to finesse semen out of me. What I mean, well, not finesse semen, but you're not about to finesse a baby out of me in the sense of you're supposed to take the plan, but you didn't. And then now you want me to be like, oh, let's play happy ever after. No, we're not gonna do that, nigga. You finesse me. Nigga, you're a liar. Like, you're not about to get your perfect family building it on a lie. Not gonna happen. Not with me. So I told her that. Now we're not talking again. What next happens? She hit me up one day. Hey, could you take me to Planned Parenthood? I ain't finna keep it a bit because we're not. What I mean, we're not talking. We're walking past each other for like weeks, like nothing. Like we live in the same house. Then I think we're still sleeping in the same bed, like opposite sides, man. We ain't got like my dick don't even get hard once you start telling me them type of lies. So she comes, she's like, bring me to Planned Parenthood. Cool. I take her to Planned Parenthood. I remember. I ain't gonna lie. I'll even give you all the date of all that shit happened. All that shit happened with no jumper. Nigga, I'm in the car outside of Planned Parenthood, like watching this shit like, damn, Adam, you fucked up. I'm gonna keep it up being. I'm always gonna tell you the truth. She come out. By the way, we went to like motherfucking, I don't know. She picked a Planned Parenthood in the hood. I'm like, I'm not even leaving my car here. By the way, I should have just went in. But anyway, it's all good. She comes back.
Most Planned Parenthoods are in the hood. Ask yourself why that is.
Out. She shows me all the pills or whatever. She said, whatever. I just got to take these other pills and we're good. She's like, are we going to be good if I take these pills? Are we going to like, like our relationship, are we going to be good? And I'm like, well, I forgive you a bit that you're not lying to me anymore. And of course, I'll be nice to you, whatever the case is. Cool. That happens. That happens for 2 more weeks. After that happened, we get into another argument. I think it was about a girl. I was about to go to LA. Remember the time I was supposed to go to LA with the Kyrie shit? Was it that? And I ain't go? Bro, I told you she have access to all my, I don't know how, my nigga. Bro, I don't know how she gets into, bro, she sees every travel document, bro. I don't know how. She's seen that I booked like two bitches flights. She like, because I told her, you not coming with me to LA. She like, yo, you about to go to LA with 2 bitches? Wilding out. I'm like, oh my God. Once again, she come, she dropped down 4 pills in like a cup. And she said, I knew your bitch ass was going to do that. That's why I never fucking took the abortion pill. And those bitches, I messaged them and I sent them my fucking sonogram picture. Whatever. I'm looking again like, bro, I'm just sick of this, bro. I've been through this with another girl, bro. Like, what's up with women like thinking they can hold pregnancy over a guy? Like, my nigga, you can't hold a pregnancy over no fucking dude, bro. It's either like you're gonna have a family and the guy wants to be part of the shit, or he's not. Like, you can't force nobody. Anyway, here's the next thing that happens. The next thing that happens. All right, cool. Now, 3 weeks pass. Bro, we're just not even really talking right now. Sometimes I go play basketball. She'll try to come out and like, bro, I'm telling you, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I used to have a really loving relationship with her, bro. But I really cared about this girl, bro. Now, I ain't gonna lie. Again, I think, just truthfully, and I don't want to make her look crazy, even though she probably just think me talking about the real shit that happened is making her look crazy. Bro, the issue is that, bro, I realized during the relationship that I can't just only fuck one girl for the rest of my life. So I told her, I said, I want to let you, like you a young girl, I want to let you go live your life and go find that monogamous rich dude that you want. But me, I can't be that nigga. She said, it's cool. We'll find other ways to keep you satisfied. She said that. We both agreed. But after that, she's trying to beat up, bro. She beat up like 2-3 chicks. She's beefing. So I said, how you say you cool with me fucking another girl, but you trying to fight them all the time? And you're doing wild shit. Like, so you didn't really with the agreement. Anyway. So remember, we ain't really talking. Now, 4 days ago, I'll say 5 days ago. Nah, it's more than 5 days ago. More than 5 days ago. Maybe it was right before. It was right before the Rumble thing happened. She comes to me and she says, hey, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like, this sucks. Like, I hate being in here. Like, I hate being in here with you. We don't talk, bro. Like, we used to like be having mad fun. We don't do nothing like that no more. And we literally had to talk. And I'm gonna be honest, it was a very like I literally told her this. I said, I don't want kids right now. I said, it's not that I don't want kids with you. I don't want kids right now. I said, honestly, perhaps in 2 to 3 years, I probably will want a kid. You get what I mean? I don't know if like, and she's like, "Oh, okay, so you're saying that if we're together, maybe." Yeah, I just kept telling her, I'm like, yo, I never said I didn't want to have kids with you. I think she felt, because one time I was on the stream, I don't know if y'all remember, and she was in here and I started talking about I was like, yo, certain chicks is just for fucking, certain bitches, that's the mom, right?
See, this the bad part about streaming and talking to a male audience when your girl's around, because she's going to hear something and she's going to internalize something that you said or have said in the past and think it applies to y'all relationship or how you feel about her.
Right? Like, that's you would have kids with. She was mad over that. I'm like, man, I'm talking to my stream. I ain't talking about you. She thought I was throwing shots at her. So she thought that I just didn't want to have kids with her. I was talking about the Blueface shit. Because, Blueface with his chick, he was telling her he don't want to have kids with her. I'm like, I ain't say I would never have kids with you. I'm just saying right now ain't the time for me. And that's how my mental processing is, right? So we have this talk. She's like, all right, okay, I just want a relationship to get back to where it could be. I'm gonna take the pill. Now I ain't gonna lie, she took, all of a sudden she just found the pills and she took them then. Now, the only reason why I told you that, and I know it's very intrusive, but I'm trying to be very honest about the whole story, is because here's the thing. You can't keep being manipulative, and like, you can't be manipulative with certain things, right? I don't know exactly what the legal, or not legal, but the health thing is, but she was playing with her own body. Like, my nigga, if you're gonna go use the abortion pill, when you go to Planned Parenthood, they do a blood test and a sonogram. It tells them how far along you are, and you need to take them pills ASAP. You can't play with your boyfriend, hold it over his head, and dangle it like a carrot for 3 weeks. And after 3 weeks, you're like, oh, okay, now I'm ready to take it. Bro, after a certain point, that pill don't even work. You got to go get that shit removed. So she's dangling it over my head, and then way past the time the doctor told her to take the pills.
Y'all know what? I was in high school. This reminds me. I was in high school and I was talking to this chick. She was cool. She was a real cool chick. Sex was really, 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 really good. Um, and yeah, I was, ejaculating, and we weren't using no condoms and nothing like that. And she tried to hold her being pregnant over my head as well. Like, you need to do this, you need to do that. You never see your kid. I heard you was messing with another chick, a whole bunch of stuff. One day she calls my phone. It was like afternoonish. We had a conversation. She was like, "Yeah, I'm thinking about getting rid of it." And I was like, I don't believe in abortion. I'll take care of my kid or whatever with the whoop and stuff like that. And she's like, nah, I think I'm just gonna get it aborted. We're both still young. Um, I think I was 17 at the time. She was like, we're both still young. We don't need a kid or whatever and stuff like that. And then she called me later on that night, like 1 o'clock in the morning, boo crying, talking about something. I can't believe you're still gonna let me go through it. And I'm like, bitch, what are you talking about? I just told you I didn't want you to do it, and now you saying I'm letting you go through with it. Then she called me like early that morning before school, and she left me a voicemail. Then she texted me because I didn't answer the phone because I didn't want to talk to her. And she was talking about she wasn't gonna be at school that day because she was headed to go to get an abortion that day, and then she was out of school for like 3 days. So I don't know. I don't even know if she was really pregnant because I never saw like a She probably was. Maybe so. Like I said, I know I was there, and I know like every night we was having sex, like pretty much every night, and so yeah, she probably will. But I never seen any like pregnancy tests or sonograms or anything like that. So who knows?
She just randomly takes it, no supervision, no nothing, by herself. It works, but she's bleeding, like, in her opinion, way too much afterwards. So that's why to connect the stories, the night when her mom called the cops, she had told her mom that she can't stop bleeding.
That's why this woman is not smart. She's a goofball. First of all, abortion is so unnatural, right? Then you want to wait and play with DJ Academics about if you're gonna kill the baby or not. And then when you decide to do it, you just take the pills probably after the recommended time or the recommended time frame that it's supposed to be taken and how it's supposed to be taken. And you just do this to your body. Like you're really fucking goofball to play with your body like this, just to play with this man and your livelihood and your life like that. Like, you got to understand, people still die to this day giving birth. People still die to this day giving birth. It's one of the most dangerous things, probably the most dangerous thing a woman will do in her life is give birth. And you out here want to take a take some abortion pills last minute. Come on now.
And I hate that I had to get this much into it, but I don't want her to, like, because I heard she was in the Discord trying to act like, Shorty, you took the pill, you took it too late. That's why you were bleeding crazily. You went to the doctor. She's fine now, by the way. And by the way, she confirmed to me she was fine. Again, I hate to come off sounding sensitive, but it's like, I'm a man, so I don't want no chick even making it look no type of way. Like, yeah. So cool. I addressed that. By the way, still none of this means you should, like, if you see me with a girl, you go on my Discord and start doing some weird shit. Nah, bro, you can't do that. You can't hold nothing over my head. She been holding things over my head like, yo, whatever. Bro, it's like Kevin Hart when he cheated on his wife and there was a tape out. They're like, oh, no, nah, man, I'm about to just air it out because you ain't about to hold nothing over my head no more. Anyway, now, here's the other part so I'm about to connect. Remember, she said, because she claimed my mom in the tone my mom told her, like, yo, you should go spend, like, you don't have to stay every day with my son of your life. Like, go hang out with your mom. Like, you could go home for a little bit. Remember, she's like, oh, she feel bullied. Well, she said she was going to invite her brother to my house, right? She was like, I wanted somebody to, like, hang out with. And also, like, I feel like your parents are like, or like your mom is bullying me. I said to her, I said, that nigga is not invited to my house. Flat out, point blank, period. If he comes to my house, it is trespassing, period. I said, legally, I might have to go to the court to get you kicked out, but you can't bring in whoever the fuck you want to my house. I'm not having it. She's like, no, it's my brother. But no, it's not happening. It's not happening. That's where I stood on it, and that's where me and her start arguing a lot today. Right before I left to go, her, she could go and house. Put her in the hotel. She started wilding on me.
So I just fast forward a little bit. He's talking about now how her friend asked to come, and her friend, her friend from the sandbox, and her friend wants to stay in the house, and he's telling her no, she can't stay at the house. She can stay at the hotel, but he gives in to her because we all know that she's controlling and running this relationship at this point.
So bet. She's like, oh, you ain't gonna let my friend stay? I said, fuck it, man. Whatever, she can stay. All right, cool. She comes. They tried to go to the concert. I don't think Roll Out even gave them the tickets. They were like, oh, no, Act has it. Like, they was mad keen because, like, the person was like, oh, it was like the influencer manager. They were like, oh, no, we have his number. Like, we're going to hit Act. Like, we want him. They were just not about to give them tickets. Anyway, they come back one of the nights. And actually, the night before, the friend, who I told you she'd been friendly. I don't know, once she came in here, she's like, damn, yo, this shit is lit. I told her, like, I could record music over there. She's like, yo, we got to make a song, blah, blah. Now, thank God we were up. There was two dudes, one with a Draco, an AK-47, and another nigga with a pistol that tried to run in my house.
So since I skipped, I'm gonna let y'all know what happened. So his girl's friend that stayed the night at the house because he was too pussy to tell her to stay at the hotel calls her boyfriend over to his house while they're asleep, and he had security cameras in his house and found out at like 3:30. She said she went downstairs to unlock the door so they can sneak their way into the house to probably rob and kill them. This is why when you have certain protocols dealing with women, you have to stand by them because you never know what people are trying to do.
Now, there's car thefts that happen. I remember, luckily we were up. Time my girl or my ex had her car at my crib. The first thing they say is, "Yo, whose car is that?" I said, "Wow." So I had chicks around me. I said, "Let me go talk to you for a little bit." The cop said, "I ain't gonna hold you. The nigga we were chasing, because they got license plate readers. So that's why they're like, we got the license plate. But they said the nigga we were chasing, he don't got a Jersey license plate. He got a license plate from that state. The state of the car that's in your driveway." Well, I said, I said, I only know two people from there. One's my chick. The other one is her best friend, the one she knew from the cradle. Bet. Whatever, whatever. Cops come in, whatever, whatever. I'm start looking at some of my cameras and shit like that. They come back with a name. And right when they come back with a name, because I'm looking at the cameras shit, what I noticed is that 3:30 a.m., remember the chick who said she wanted to record but she was sleepy? She woke up, walked directly to one door, opened it, and went right back up to where she was sleeping at. The cops locked the girl up. She was, and also it was mad obvious because when all this shit's happening, she never left her room once. I know she was acting like she was sleeping, but she ain't. Bro, you hear mad commotion in the crib, like, yo, nigga, this shit could be a whole nigga. That's exactly how Pop Smoke got killed. Anyway, the police took her, blah blah blah. Like all three of them, they got charges now. They locked up, or the two dudes locked.
If you're watching the video, can you please give us a like? Can you please like the video? I'm trying to build this channel up. I will really appreciate that. Can you share the video? And if you're watching for the first time and you're not subscribed to the channel, can you please subscribe to the channel? Thank you very, very much. Let's continue.
Locked up. Her best friend got out because she ain't had no like priors. Them other niggas, they like big criminals down in Virginia. Like them niggas were shooting. They got like 5 shooting cases. I'm like, how these niggas are even free? Like they shot 5 niggas. You know what I mean? Anyway, I only tell y'all that story, and that's a real life incident. You know, I was never going to really bring that on here. And by the
So I didn't watch the rest of this, but this right here, I was like, this is wild. This is a wild story that somebody can go through with in what 6 to 8 months of dating somebody, have this many issues. This is the issues that he had with this young lady is enough issues for a lifetime with anybody. There's enough issues for a lifetime with anybody. I don't understand why people will continue to deal with people after they've shown you who they are and how much dysfunction they have to have in their life to function. That is sad. We have so many people in the world that have to have dysfunction to function in a relationship. Too many people have to argue. Too many people have to fuss. Too many people have to fight. Too many people have to cheat. Too many people have to be sneaky. Too many people have to be manipulative. Too many people have to be aggressive. We have so many people that need dysfunction to function in a relationship. Relationships are not that hard. They should not be that hard. People make them way more difficult than they have to be. Sad reality that we're living in, but it is what it is. I need a woman that's going to bring me peace at all times, love, joy, happiness. Now, if just the world gets unbearable at times, or some bullshit just happens, or something like that, then that's understandable. But somebody just causing you issues just to cause you issues, no. That's why background is important. Understanding that person's background, where do they come from, who is their parents. I just did a podcast last night saying, and it was called Black People Have the Highest Divorce Rate. And when you research it, it talks about having a single, being raised in a single mother-led household changes the shape of your brain. Poverty does too. And when you add, and I don't know if both of these things coincide of each other, poverty and being raised by a single mother, but if you're a single mother, you're more than likely going to be living in poverty. All of these things matter. When you're dating somebody, hey, have you been molested, touched as a child? Have you been beat up as a child? Have you been bullied in high school? How do you feel about getting bullied in high school? Were you popular? Are you the only child? Are you the middle child? Are you the oldest child? Like all of these things matter. These little minute details, some of them are minute, some of them are big. Some of them you don't want to go too far with a person. Some people, if you know that they have issues or triggers, especially when it comes to, sex and stuff like that, you might not even want to just deal with them, period. Don't just be like, oh, because this woman is finna give me some vagina, some cootie pop, that I should be able to sleep with her because it's right there on the table. Not especially if you know that she's been touched or traumatized, because that can lead to a world of issues and open a can of worms that you're not ready for. The reason we're watching this video because we have so many people telling you about high value men and what they can do. Money doesn't change you from being lame. Money doesn't change if you're not savvy with women. Money doesn't change the outcome that you will have with women. Money doesn't change the stuff that you'll deal with when it comes to women. A lot of the stuff that people deal with when it comes to, dating is a reflection of how they view themselves. I love me. There will be no way in the world I would let somebody tell me, hit me in a relationship, call the police on me in a relationship, use a baby to hang over my head in a relationship, defy my orders of not having somebody staying in my house, and then they calling their boyfriend to come set me up to get me robbed or potentially killed. There's no way this would happen for this amount of period, this amount of time. But we have so many people that allow it. So many people. I want to tell y'all, thank y'all for watching tonight. Y'all have been a great and lovely audience. If you're watching, can you make sure y'all give me a thumbs up? I'm trying to build a channel. Can you share the video, like the video, and especially subscribe? Tell everybody about this channel. We're trying to grow it on Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, and on YouTube. It's the New Normal Podcast on all social media platforms. I want to tell y'all, thank y'all again, and y'all have a good night.